Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about one way to earn passive income, and that is by owning REITs. So in case you didn't know, a REIT is a real estate investment trust. Instead of owning a mutual fund, which owns a lot of shares in a lot of different companies, a REIT has shares in a lot of different real estate properties. So for example, in buying a REIT you may own a small percentage of 20 different buildings. And this is useful because unlike the top 1%, most of us cannot afford to just buy a lot of real estate. And the value of real estate has shot up the past few years, as you can see with the housing market. One reason why it's a good idea to have some REITs in your portfolio is that it helps you diversify your investments. So for example, if you had $100,000 and you had it all in Bitcoin, then your portfolio would be at high risk of going down if just Bitcoin goes down. However, if you have it diversified in several things such as crypto, different types of stocks, real estate, and other options, then if one thing does bad, it won't sink your whole portfolio. Other than by diversifying your portfolio, one of the big upsides of having REITs is that they typically give out big dividends. And what that means is that they essentially pay you for owning the stock. One downside to having REITs is that they typically don't grow as fast as other stocks do. And a large part of this is due to the fact that they give out such high dividend rates. Another downside is that if the government starts raising interest rates, it typically decreases the value in a REIT, since a lot of people own REITs because of the high dividend rate. So if they can get a higher interest rate from a different security, then they may move away from the REIT and thus decreasing the value. So there are several different types of REITs. One example is this EXR REIT, and what they do is they own storage units. For this example, this REIT has not only done great in growth, as you can see over the past 10 years, but it also has a high dividend rate of 3.37%. Here's an option of just a more general REIT. It's the ENQ REIT, the Vanguard Real Estate Index REIT. This is a more standard REIT. It doesn't have a super high growth rate, but it has grown some. This REIT kind of invests in everything all over the place. And while it's not a lot, they do have some growth over the past 5 years, and they still have the dividend rate above 2%. So I would say this one is the least risky REIT out there. And here is a third type of REIT. I saw several examples of it. They are mortgage REITs, so they invest in mortgages of houses. And this is riskier, and the stock itself has not done great. Over the past year or even the past 5 years, it has pretty consistently gone down in value. However, it does have over a 7% dividend rate, which is super high. So if you're looking for something and you aren't worried about the stock growing a lot, you just want a high dividend rate, this would be where you would go. So now that you know several different types of REITs, what do the experts think? And in the study that was done last year, 80% of financial advisors said that they had maintained or increased the amount of REITs they owned over the past 3 years. And then 92% of financial advisors said that they would either maintain the same amount of REITs or increase it. So in recap, a REIT is a real estate investment trust. And what it is, you are owning a small percentage of a lot of different items of real estate. It's a good way to diversify your investment portfolio, and almost all of them have high dividend rates. So if you enjoyed the video, and if you would like more daily financial content, please subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, leave a like, and if you have any comments on it, or any ideas for future videos, please leave it down in the comment section below.